Monday the 4th of August 2014. Just arrived in Halezone. Nice little house in Carter's Road, and a job for Mike Walker. A little bit of land drainage. This has to be done by hand. We can't get any tools, any digger in here. This is the offending garden. It's nice and dry at the moment. But what happens is the low spot down the bottom end there on the right, that fills up about 6 or 7 inches with water and actually travels all the way up here, up the whole garden, and finishes around about here. So next door's garden seems to be running into this as well, so we've got to try and drain next door's garden at the same time. So we've got to hand dig a trench and a couple of herringbones off it, and some links under the fence as well, so that we take next door's water. I'm going to take up the patio and explore the drain. That's the only drain we've got to tap into, so I'm going to work on that. Well, Adam probably gets on the digging bit, the easy bit. Adam's taken the turf off and started getting some of the soil out. Welcome back, Adam. Where have you been all these years? And we got some chickens down the bottom of the garden, and Doggie's keeping an eye on them. So now I've got to explore the drainage. This drain actually goes in that direction, and this drain here goes in that direction. So I'm going to try and dig down here and find the pipe. Digging a bit of exploratory hole. Yeah, for some reason the drain water seems to be going the opposite direction. So what we're doing now is we're digging a hole in line with the manhole that's next door and see if we can find the main pipe. Right, well, we've exposed that pipe down there and got a big pile of clay. You can see how dense this ground is. So that means I can fill this trench back in over here. Our exploratory dig, we don't need that anymore. And we'll try and get this dug out today, go across the flower bed and down to the bottom of the garden. We're backfilling this, and what we're doing is putting that sand and gravel material back in here, compacting it back in layers so that it don't sink. Well, I filled that back in with all the sand and gravel that came out, but there's a little bit of clay that was in. I didn't put that back because it won't compact, so we're going to have to bring some more sand and cement to relay the slabs on. Adam's digging away merrily here, enjoying himself.
Oh yes.
That's his second barrow today. Here we're digging this trench by hand, taking the turf off this extra little bit that's coming around here. Adam's doing very well. There you go. I'm going to be doing this all day actually, but Adam's only just got round to filming it. Yeah, it's been really tough ground up to now, but down this end it seems to be a little bit softer. What do you reckon, Doggy? Doggy looks quite happy. Yeah, the trench is coming along quite well. I'm digging a few offshoots, and we're tunnelling under into next door's garden as well on a couple of occasions down here, so that we can take the extra surplus water from there and run it down this trench. I'm digging out this last bit now. Got to go quite deep here because to get the depth for the runoff. Second day here, we've just been shopping. I've brought all the drainage stuff. Adam's brought the sand, turf, gravel, some drainage pipe. I've got another roll of drainage pipe in the back garden that I've just unloaded. Just going to turn the truck round. Got a gully pot with a water trap so that when that sits in, it'll collect any dirt or bits and pieces that's come down the pipe. Not that much ever will, but it's just a safeguard, stop it blocking the main pipe. That's the other roll of drainage. I've just got to sit that gully pot in there and drill the holes with this grinder, cut a hole into the pipe and join that up and seal it. We're all ready to go. This isn't in position yet, I'm just showing you where it goes. Right, that's connected. Now we've got to seal it. We've got the extension for the top, which will cut the size to fit in the ground. The reason of putting this so low and having the extension on it, so we got the fall when the pipe goes in, because if we'd have had that up higher, we wouldn't have had the fall for the drainage, because it's about 6 inches of a run from that end to this end. Right, we've got this sealed in, and now Adam is inserting the memory foam. The filler foam is supposed to be good. We're going to put some sand and cement around it as well, but this will hold it in place and seal any
watertight.
Make it watertight. See, Adam does have his uses. See? He just, well, you could say little squirt. There's a back end, and this is going to secure the gully as well. Coming out from underneath. Now we've got the pipe in. So just put this little sealant around it again, just to make sure everything's nice and solid. In that bit as well. We'll lock it in solid. Perhaps a bit there as well. Yeah, that'll go quite solid, but not so solid that if ever you wanted to get at it for some maintenance or anything, you still can. Oh, Adam's laying the gravel over the top of the pipe. Got these offshoots going into next door so that next door can be drained and won't wind up seeping through and keeping this soggy, so we're draining his as well. We just got another cup of tea. More tea. A hole appeared in the garden and everybody's looking into it. Reinstating this now. Oh, all this hard work to be sweating. The weight's falling off me. Oh, I think it is. Putting this turf back in, and then we're going, leaving it a bit high. And then we'll go around it with this bit of machinery here, which is manually operated. By me, which is a rare occasion. Brush the job up as we go along. And, yeah, Adam's just inserted some cement around that, and we've cut the pipe to size and put the extension on, so that's ready to get filled in now and compacted down. Compacting the stone in there in layers. Hard work, isn't it, mate? We've put the turf high so that it will compact down so it won't sink at a later date. Oh, we've got all that backfilled, everything looks nice down there. We're just putting a bit of turf, we're straightening out this piece of ground here, which was an afterthought. So we've built up the area a little bit with some of the surplus soil that came out of the trench, so that this is not a dip anymore. And we've put sand underneath and made some of the level up with sand because that's porous. And put plenty of drainage in underneath here, so the water should run through there easy enough. And what I'll do on the edge here, when I put the turf down, I'll put some gravel along next to the slabs. When the water runs off the slabs, it won't run straight onto the grass, it'll just pick up on a little drainage gully. It's a bit of extra work, but I'm not charging for it, just to make a good job for the people. And tomorrow, when we finish this, I think I'll finish most of it today. Adam's had to go because this is Mum's birthday. Happy birthday, Maxine. See you later with a card. And we'll come back here and finish this and get next door sorted out, and we should have everything finished by tomorrow, both jobs. Oh, nobody else here to film, so I'm just showing you the finishing touches to this piece of ground. I've started putting the turf down. I'm going to leave the patching up till the last because I don't know how much turf we've got, but when I measured it yesterday, I brought enough to do what I measured, but the area expanded by about 4 or 5 square metres actually during the night, so it usually happens. But we'll make it go as far as we can. We've got to come back in the morning to do next door's job and maybe finish this one off, so if we need any more turf I'll bring some then. Well, 7:45, nearly 10 to in the evening, and I got the turf down. I just about made it go round, and we raised those slabs which were buried under the old turf and grown over, and we relaid them, and just about made it. I think if we'd have had half a roll shorter we would have had to go and get some more. So all the edges where it's a bit suspect, I'm going to get the whacker, the hand whacker, and knock that down into shape. But I think our client has gone in the house to get me a beer before I go home. Oh, doggy! Hey, doggy likes chicken. Leave him alone now. Yeah, here comes Mike, and he's got something in his hand, looks like beer. Well, I wonder if I should take it or not. Cheers, mate, I really appreciate that. Well, we're at it. You won't be here tomorrow when we get finished, so is everything alright for you?
Brilliant.
Good job, yeah?
Really good.
You'd recommend us?
I would.
Let us know after it rains, eh?
Absolutely, yeah.
Okay, wonderful, smashing, thanks. Been a pleasure working for you.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll finish off this tomorrow. It's our third day just arriving here, and nearly finished. As you've seen last night, it's had a good dose of rain last night actually, so everything's working well. All I've got to do is put these few slabs back down there and a little bit of gravel down the bottom, and I'll get that done. We have actually started work on next doors. The chap next door, John, he said, oh, we're doing such a good job, would you come and do mine? So it's not as big a job as this, but Adam's got started on it. I'll go and mix it in with this one. Just putting a bit of sand and cement down and putting these slabs back down while Adam's doing some digging next door. And then he's sorted this out now. We'll be done here shortly. Put the chip-ins and everything down the bottom, as you can probably see in the distance. I'll go over it again anyway with the camera. Right, here we are. Adam's just popped round just to film a little bit. Job's all done. Can't hardly see where we've been, which is good. Everything's fine around here. I think a few bits of wood left over, which is not ours, but we've put all the slabs and everything back in. Just got this wheelbarrow full of stuff to take out, and we're nearly done. We'll ask the lady of the house what she thinks of it. Oh. This is the lady of the house. The man of the house is at work early morning to pay us.
That's right, yeah.
And this is Maxine. We just thought we might ask you, is everything all right for you?
Yeah.
Are you happy with the work?
Absolutely fantastic.
Yeah?
Yeah, really pleased.
Are you
Yeah.
happy with it's tidied up? And
It's a problem I thought we'd never get sorted, but
yeah. Right, well we hope
have
that
now, and
yeah,
it's
brilliant. Well, we hope that it will be fine, and if not, you know where we are.
Yeah.
Come back and sort
No.
it out.
More than happy.
Thank you very much.
Very
And,
well. Thank you.
nice to be visiting you. Thank you for your hospitality and tea and stuff and cold
No
drinks.
problem.
Brilliant.
No problem. And the dog as well.
And doggy. Made friends with everybody again.
Yep.
Not very friendly with the chickens or the cats,
Oh.
but everybody else is
Everybody's
fine.
Lovely.
Well, hope to see you in your garden soon.
Yep.
Bye.
Right, let me go and get you somewhere now.
Oh, lovely. Thank you. I'll just go in and see what Adam's getting up to. He started some digging already. Hello, Adam. Oh, Doggy's here too. Doggy, how did you get here before me? Oh, she found a ball, that's why. Right, well, what we've got to do, there's a manhole here, we've got to tap into that and do a few little bits of drain down here. This is not anywhere near as big as next door's job, but nevertheless, the same amount of care and attention will go into it so that it works. Nice, pretty established garden. Yeah, Adam's working away, digging this nice, soft, easy ground. It's quite tough, actually. Right, I'm going to try and get working on the manhole, and I'll pop next door then when I've got Adam started with this, and just finish off that little bit of work. Well, I've just stopped for a rest to do some filming while Adam takes over another little bit because he was getting cramp and seizing up, so I just had to jump in and rescue him at the last minute. And see how revived he is. He's going like the clappers now. He feels guilty for all that sleeping he's been doing. Right, the technical bit is we've got to take this pipe through the wall. So this pipe here will fit into there and come through the wall. And the perforated blue pipe will go into the back of here and straight into the wall. So what I've got to do now is these holes are blanked off. So what I've got to do is I've got to drill a row of holes all the way around and then knock the centrepiece out, pretty much as they did with the one next door. What happens now that I've took that centre out, the blue porous poly pipe will go in here. And this will have to be chamfered and cut to size to go in there, and then that's hammered home, and then the water will come straight through the brickwork in the manhole and go straight into the drain. This is the sump. Any silt that comes down the pipe in the future, you always get a little bit. Most of the pea gravel will filter the silt out of it, and the hole, anything won't go through the holes that's too big. But just in case, it's a precaution that we always take when we do a decent sized drainage job, so that you can get your hand down there and you can actually clean it out, or you can unscrew this here, which is a bit tight. Yep. It's a bit tight. Take that off and you can actually get a drain rod down there, but you won't need to do that because it's only going to be about 6 inches of pipe anyway, so that's extinct. So we don't need to use that. That goes in there. Before I do that, I've cut it all to size now, so that will go through the brickwork, so I don't have to take too much brickwork out. Just got to chamfer the edge all the way around, so it goes into the pipe without breaking the seal. Nearly done. There you go. That's that. Now that fits in here. Take a bit more out of the bottom of that. That'll go in there then, and that'll go through the brickwork. I'll get everything sealed up, and putting the standing fold in. So I'll make this so it don't move, it goes off like rock. so we can relay this slab. Filled it almost to the top already, so not so much needed. Right, I'll film a bit more when I've done it. Adam's just tidying up the last little bit. Put all this back in, and we'll put the hose in it and make sure that it's running freely. We know it is, but we'll just do that anyway. It's looking good. All done. Clean it up, and there's water running out. We've squirted some water down there just to make sure everything's clear. Done a bit of a tidy up with the hose pipe. Watered in the turf. And all we got to do now is check out, see if the guy's happy. Well, it's just about done, and thank you, Adam, for all your hard work. And here comes the man himself.
Fine.
Well, this is John, and because we were working next door and he'd seen what we were doing, he thought we might as well have this done at the same time. So we've obliged, and as you can see, everything's back ship shape. We could have put the manhole cover back on, but that was just to make sure that we could see the water running, which we have done. We've watered in the channels where we've dug out, and everything's fine. So, are you a happy man?
I think I am, sir.
Great.
I should be happy when big waters don't come back.
Right, they won't
That's it. No,
They
that's
won't
it.
come back. Well,
Okay. Okay.
so as long as you're happy, we're happy.
Right, okay.
Thank you for your hospitality.
Well,
And,
that's it, sir.
it's
all,
great.
all I need to do now is to settle up, isn't it?
oh, that's the easy
Well,
bit. Hey?
who's the accountant?
Oh,
How does that
I
work?
can be the accountant today.